And we're live. It is a dreary day here in Florida. Wow, the picture looks a little fuzzy. Maybe it's because we just don't have enough good lighting. It's very dreary. Hi, Prairie. Does the picture look blurry? I don't have a whole lot of light. Hi, Mr. Achiever. How you doing? It doesn't look blurry. Okay, it just does to me for some reason. Does anyone else think the picture looks blurry? All right, we'll continue. So what we've been through Hell Week, apparently, and the card of the day is the Three of Swords, and that is, it's a card of heartbreak, of sorrow, of feeling separated from what our heart longs for. It's the opposite of unity, and sometimes it's tears. So we may have to have a cleansing. Hi, Jeanette. So we may have a cleansing and and amending. And way back when the bug first started, I threw the I Ching and I made a video about it. And I asked what the root cause was. There some sort of universal meaning? It came up unity. It came up the hexagram unity. So maybe I look blurry just because the light is dim. So hang with me, you guys. All right. Okay, so Three of Swords. And so we have some mending to do. A lot of mending. Refresh, reboot. I had a few tears. But does it look blurry, Extreme Brands? Or is it just my laptop? Okay. A little. All right, let me try to wipe the camera eye again real quick. Hang on. I don't know why that could be happening. Sorry, you guys. I should have paused it, I guess. Is that better? Looks better to me. Maybe I just needed to adjust it. Okay. Okay, so maybe it looks much better to me. Okay, good. I don't know what that was about. So anyway, it's all over. Three of Swords. So let's just do a lot of prayer work, a lot of meditation, send out love and connect. So do the opposite of this. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So first of all, I just wanted to let you guys know. In the last video, I said, and I even sang, it was so silly, but I said that Greenspan had never told the truth. I wasn't talking about Greenspan. I misspoke myself. I was talking about Larry Kudlow, whom I really don't like. And he is the one who lies consistently. And I know we all know that. Hi, Jay. Okay, good. I know. I'm sorry. I should have put it on pause, but I thought if I wipe it really fast, maybe it'll be better. All right. So, wow. I know that the energy of this week impacted everyone. I was not only do we have a big weather change in Florida, so sometimes that affects my sinuses. But yesterday I was wiped out. I was just wiped out because I stayed up really late the night before. But just the energy and the empathy and the all the feelings was just overwhelming. So we have a lot of really great questions today. And let's just get started. Okay. So first of all, let's just give a good shuffle. Jay, I didn't see any questions from you today. Perry had a lot. Paul had a few. All right. Okay, man. So he just twittered that he's not going to go to the inauguration. Well, did anyone really think he was going to go? I think he's just going to pout. I think he's just going to pout and leave. I've always seen him not leaving by way of jail. I've always seen him, and I think most readers that we watch have seen the Six of Swords, but I've always seen a deal and leave. Like, I think Roger Stone's going to say, hey, be like Nixon, take off. Take off. Get on the plane, take off. Resign and take off before they can do anything else to you. All right. Jay, you're always awesome. So I hope everyone is feeling better. We're going to take a look at Inauguration Week. Of course, we're going to take a look at this next week. Good Lord. Because Lisa asked, well, let's just start there. Lisa asked, will there be more violence in January like we had at the Capitol? Okay. Hi, Virginia. Will there be more violence in January like there was at the Capitol? That was the Knight of Pentacles, so that's a yes. Let's see what happens. And I just had the Eight of Wands. I just saw it. Just tried to pop out. Will there be more violence in January like we saw at the Capitol? It just felt like I got socked in the gut or something. I don't know how to explain it other than that. I was so afraid for the people in there. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles surfaced and came back up to the top. So this means yes. So this means there will be marches. Lena likes to call this the card of the mercenary, but I always call it as the guard. If it's negatively aspected, I guess it could be. I think we all know, and I did a spread, the guards, absolutely some of the guards just let the protesters in. We all know that though, right? And if you watched Becca, Johnny, and Jen Lynn, the night this happened, they all got it. All three readers got a yes on that question as well. All right, so crossing it, we have the Queen of Wands, which is the allowing of that. Yeah, there's still more. So I went back to the video of Biden versus Trump, January 6th, and we got the mob. We got, a rally. We knew there'd be a gathering of some sort. I didn't know it would be to that extent. I have to go back and look at it again, but this is what we got. So there will be more. There will be more rallies. Now, hopefully not anywhere near. No, so the Hangman is here. So to that extent, I'm going to say no. I still think there's some excitement and emotions happening and the base is still there, but they're sort of hung up to see what happens. Here's the the infighting. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura Carlson. Hi, Susie. Okay, so this is a yes. There's a brief delay, maybe because of what we're going on with the 25th Amendment or the impeachment articles. There's some sort of surrender of time, delay of time, but this is a yes. This is good, not good. The moon, the Knight of Swords. There'll be counter protests. I think this dark-haired woman is probably Ilhan Omar, who has drawn up papers of impeachment. And I hope she's going to be okay. Somebody's going to be really upset about her starting that. That'll be front page Fox headlines. And so this is just really a tough card. This is also the card that we got for the outcome for Ossoff. Even though he made it through, it was very difficult. It was tenuous and up and down all the way to the very end. I still think they're going to try to challenge him. Because that sort of got shadowed with what happened at the Capitol. And it's just over control. So the answer to this question is yes. This is a very hard time for us. This is the outcome card. It's a very difficult time. Oh, thanks, Jay. I didn't realize you were the only moderator. I'm sorry. Thanks. Hopefully we'll only have nice, well-behaved people here. We usually do. So thank you very much. All right, so, God, the hangman. Maybe we should look at that. Let's look at what kind. I mean, this is protest, counter protests. Protest against Pelosi and another female. I'm Ilhan Omar, and about power. Boy. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at Inauguration Day. For the nuclear codes, Susie? Is that what they're talking about? He's not, of course we know he's not right. But, he read that speech. Somebody else wrote that speech for him, that he did yesterday. That's a good question, Mr. Achiever. I hope to come back on tomorrow or Sunday. I'll be on tomorrow or Sunday for sure. The speech was a joke. Achiever, Georgia election. Okay, let's ask about the 20th right now. Are there going to be huge problems on Inauguration Day? Okay, thanks, T-Bar. We're just happy to have your company. I'm always sitting on my feet or cross. I always get myself tied up in a pretzel somehow. Are there going to be ongoing big problems? Will there be more protests or really huge? Will there be big problems like we had at the Capitol on Inauguration Day? There's sadness. And remember, the toll, we're going right over the virus thing. I mean, the bug thing is going to be Okay, good, David Curley. There's going to be tremendous loss of life. It's just, I don't know how to say it any other way. Those cards I got in the last reading about the bug and the hospital systems is catastrophic. And that other strain is growing so fast. I know that it isn't more strong. It's just, it spreads much more quickly. All right. So yeah, they're going to be upset because they feel it was stolen. So it's just more. I think this means it happens even before, because we're looking at the outcome of the 20th, and this is at the base of our Celtic cross with the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. I feel like I've been through some sort of a time warp or something. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, they're still getting together. They're still planning. They still got some backers here. All right, now why do I have the Empress card? Something outside. Where's the money coming from to fuel these? They're getting paid. Should look at Pooty too. There's my card for Pooty. So he's infiltrated some people with money here to try to get this stirred up. I guess through Facebook or Parler or however. He's trying to get it. Listen, this excites him, so I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say there's more problems. Towards Inauguration Day. Okay. What's on the bottom? King of Swords. So the law, there will be more legal ramifications for these people, but this is something that has already been planned. This is something, because the planning card, the 3 of Pentacles, is on the left-hand side of this reading. So they've already put these seedlings in there, whether it's the Quackers, it's already being dialed in. So it's already there. The devil's down at the bottom. So I'm going to say yes. Is it really bad? So, okay. So let's see if it's really bad. Do people get hurt? Is it really bad? The demonstrations that are coming on or before Inauguration Day. What is the level of violence? What is the level of violence? Is that good, Jay? Oh, Sherry, can you be a moderator? Jay's asking me. I'll make you one if you don't want to. Just let me know later, and I'll take you off. There we go. Thank you, Sherry. If not, I'll take you off if you don't want me to. Okay. If you see any bad guys, just hit the 3 dots next to their name and remove them. It's okay. It's just good. When they see there's 2 moderators, they'll be fine. Okay. Jay, when you asked me, I thought maybe Sherry had been a moderator on someone else's channel. All right, let's see. Sherry, you go, Sherry. All right. What will the level of violence be in these riots or protests? What will the level be? What will the level of violence be? What will the level of violence be? be leading up to the 20th? Will it be really horrible or not? So let's make no mistake about it. They're not finished. Okay. Not all plans have been finalized, and it's going to sort of be like a whack-a-mole, like a thing here, different cities, defense, people defending themselves. I keep getting this greed card with greed and overindulging and wanting things your way. They're trying to get around officials. So here's the planning card still, okay? So let's look at the level of violence. Protections on its side. So some of these things will have some sort of a surprise element. Yeah, because they just pop up. So perhaps they won't stay on social media where they're going to meet. Maybe they'll connect. I don't know how they're going to connect. Then here's that Ten of Cups again, which I now have a new meaning for that card. Good Lord. All right, there's the money going into it, and it's secret. It's secret pop-up things. So thank goodness I'm not getting the Ten of Swords here. And I don't have the Five of Swords. So I think they're secret pop-up things. And the cards around it aren't too bad, but it's a lot. It's a lot to handle, all of it. So there could be quite a few. And it's hard to keep it balanced here with the Star and the Six of Pentacles. But we'll get through it. Okay. Could have been much worse. I've never been on that parlor thing. All right. Let's take a look. Well, do you want to ask how Biden's going to do on if he's safe? Somebody asked if he was safe. Is Biden and his family going to be safe? Biden and his family going to be safe on Inauguration Day. Okay. Moving forward. Three of Wands. Death card's on its side. That's the challenge, is to end and begin, right? End stage, begin stage. Trying to keep it very balanced. Angels are watching over. There's the beginning stage. There will be a lot of guard and police presence stepping it up. Some of the protesters, there will be something that lands some people in jail. But technically, they're okay. The Empress card is a good card here. There could be some little sort of delay to this, but I think they're okay. Balance is all over in this reading, so they have to keep it. You want to keep it small, moderate, and balanced, I think. I think it's a good. These are aspected nicely. There could be a couple planning something, but I think they're okay. Okay. Hi, Mystic Dreamer. All right, let's take a look and see what happens to Josh Hawley. Let's take a look at his 2021. Let's take a look at Josh Hawley's 2021. Okay, that's good to know. What does 2021 have in store for Josh Hawley? He's a confused individual. That's good advice, Paula Garrett. Yeah, I felt like I was. What happens to Josh Hawley? All right. Some people have told him, you need to be quiet. Strength card. He's not seen as the star. His star is on its side in this Celtic cross for him. They're going to see him as unbalanced, and it's too bad because, he has law degrees, and he went to all those wonderful schools. But his performance at the Capitol and the things that he said aren't working him any recognition. There's a few people that want to take some action towards him. Also, I think some rules will change. He's still making waves, making trouble with the High Priestess and the Moon card. So he is part of this problem. They're going to see him as acting a fool. Yeah, and then there's that 7 of Cups card again. I believe they're going to come talk to him. And they're going to tell him, you've lost your mind. You've lost your direction. You better get your GPS going better. He's not going in the right direction. He's not okay. What happened to him? What's he doing? Yeah, he's just totally signed up for the Trump team. So there's going to be some action taken towards him with this emperor. And then he doesn't know what he's going to do. This actually looks like he gets confused. He has choices. So they'll say you can do this, this, or this. Now, I don't know where that comes from. I don't know who tells him these are your choices. Someone's going to tell him. Someone's going to try to muzzle him and tell him these are your choices. So it doesn't look good for him. That doesn't look good. He's lost his way. He's lost his direction. Okay. Yeah, he really has. He really. Wow. He just lost all direction there. Okay. So maybe he's been sucked into the quackers. Yeah, it's probably money, although I didn't see big money cards there, but all right, so let's take a quick look at Cruz in 2021. What happens to Cruz in 2021? Ooh, Larry Girl's on the scene. That's the next question, Laura, because Paul asked, Will large corporate donors pull their campaign funding for Hawley and Cruz et al., who challenged the state verification? So we're going to look at that. All right, so let's look to see what happens for Ted Cruz in 2021. He's trying to make deals. Stephen, I understand they want to inherit that base, but that base isn't that. I mean, there were thousands of people there, thousands and thousands of people, but it isn't that big. I mean, he could have some problems going forward. His way gets blocked. He doesn't feel very good right now about what happened. Oh boy, he's still, just when you think they are going to quit their shenanigans, they still keep going just for a little bit longer, right? He's still going to try to pull he's still in the Kool-Aid. Then he goes down. Then he goes down big. He isn't done pulling rabbits and fake stuff out of his hat. He's still going to do the dog and pony show a little bit longer, and then he gets these really big cards. So this is the year ahead for Ted Cruz looks awful, and it looks really unbalanced for Hawley. Just not good at all. I don't think Hawley will have anyone in his corner. The 7 of Cups is just, and the Moon card is delusional. Yes, Cruz. That was Cruz. No good. Yeah, we just looked at Cruz. That 2021 for Cruz, it was really bad. He's still pulling something in these, up till Inauguration Day, I think he's still pulling some Kool-Aid moves, and then it gets, as we go further into the year, it's really bad. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at Paul's question. Will large, since we just asked about Hawley and Cruz, will large corporate donors pull their campaign funding from Hawley and Cruz? What is that? Okay. Sarah Manuska, who is that? Hawley and will large corporate donors pull their money from Hawley and Cruz? All right, let's see. Large corporate donors pull their campaign funding away from Hawley and Cruz. Goodness gracious. If you can hit the thumbs up button, you guys, thank you. It helps so much. I think I never drank out of glass. I just sort of feel a little off balance. I mean, I'm okay. I just feel the energy is so weird. Okay. So they're standing alone and they want to protect their reputation with this 9 of Pentacles. Whoopsie. Okay. So I'm going to say yes, they will. Some of them definitely will. because they don't want to be associated with that, especially with Hawley, because that's his card. They had gone along with him before with this Queen of Wands. Yeah, here's the sword. So this is a really good question, Paul. The answer is yes. Some will leave, some will stay. Yeah, they don't want to be associated with this at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. Because the majority of the United States isn't on that list. So the answer to that is yes, absolutely. What's on the bottom? Yeah, separation. This is the opposite of unity. Thank you, Larry Girl. Okay, apparently we do have some trolls today. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at Pence. I don't think Larry Girl has commented, but I saw that she took somebody out of the chat, so I hope you're feeling okay, Larry Girl. She's probably shocked like everybody. She's probably been on everybody's channel in the entire world fighting off trolls. Okay. Right, Katie Moonchild's world. Is Pence good? Okay, what are we going to ask? Pence. Will he split from Donald Trump and hand him up for the 25th? Will Pence give up Trump for the 25th? How much snow did you get, David? Will Pence give up Trump for the 25th? Pence give up Trump. Split from him, will give him up? I know, I saw that too, Stephen. All right, he's trying to maintain balance. Six of Pentacles is on its side, so that looks like he might not give him up. He's trying to stay balanced. He's having a hard time staying balanced after what happened. He has talked to someone, though, and said he's thinking about it. He's at least thinking about it. He can't make the commitment. He's too confused over it. Sandra Evans, if you're just joining us, we did see that there would be more riots and unrest. Okay. The Emperor is the place that he stands, and where Trump is, he's already feeling what happened to him in the Capitol with the other lawmakers really upset him. And that was the final straw. So there's, it didn't even matter that Trump insulted him. His beliefs were very firm about what is right and what is wrong. Okay. Victory. I'm going to have to clarify this. He's thinking about it. He is thinking about it. He's hoping he'll go and he won't have to do it. That's what he's really hoping for. He hopes he just gets on a plane and takes off. I think he knows he's unhinged. So let me just ask how can I ask this so I get a specific yes or no answer? Will Pence say yes to the 25th? Will he say yes? Will he agree? Will Pence agree to remove Trump? Yes or no, please. Will Pence agree to remove Trump? Yes or no, please. With the 25th Amendment, specifically that way. All right, let's take a look. Well, I was surprised. I know, David, I was really surprised to see that he's actually thinking about it. He doesn't like what's recently happened at all, not one bit, because he came up with our card of the day, the Three of Swords. Yeah, he has a hard time breaking from the unity that began in the beginning. But there are messages coming. There are messages coming. Very quickly. He just wants him to leave. I think he's trying to talk him into taking this agreement and just leave, because we got the Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords. Two of Wands, the Lover's card. He's trying to make a decision. That's. I wish he'd just leave. I got to do what I think is right with this Hierophant card here. Now that to me is that he's really torn about this. I feel like he's already given indication to somebody that he would consider it. But he really hopes they would do this a different way. That's what I think he has said. I want to change. How can we do it differently? But he is more on board with this than what I thought. So I'm pretty surprised. Thank you, T-Barb. Why are all these trolls out? Did everybody else have a problem with this? Okay. All right. So let's look and see. All right, we asked Paul's question, which was a really good question, and that was a yes. Okay, let's ask, will Trump resign and leave all on his own? Will he say, I'm not going to the inauguration. Just for the heck of it, can he ask if Biden and Harris will be sworn in earlier than noon January? Yes, I will ask that. Although I don't know how that would happen. Hawley lost his book deal. Good. Yes, I guess they are, Stephen. All right, so let's see. Is Trump going to resign and just leave all on his own? I've never had that many trolls removed ever on a video. Hit that thumbs up button, you guys, please. Thank you. It's Frosty Bean. I don't think they can either, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm just doing psychic readings. Okay, but we're going to ask. But first, we're going to ask: is Trump going to resign and just fly out? Trump leave on his own and just resign and fly out like Nixon? I think Stone's just going to tell him that's what he needs to do. So he could go out looking cool, So he thinks. He is thinking about it. He's thinking about how he can get away. Well, first of all, that's avoiding the inauguration, right? We need to ask if he's going to hold. Wasn't he originally going to hold his own rally and announce he was going to run for president, his candidacy in 2024 on Inauguration Day? Yeah, he is not okay. He is not okay. Well, we knew this, but he's not okay. He's still thinking about how he's going to cause a commotion. He just wants to create chaos. He's all up in the drama with the 5 of Wands. All right, so the other Republicans are asking him to do this. Thank you, Prairie. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. They're looking for a place for him to go, an easy out. 8 of Cups. He is going to go somewhere. He's got Pootie in his ear, talking to him about it. I think he will. That's pretty much giving me a yes. He's looking for an outlet. But he's going to try to start a commotion. And he has Pootie in his ear still. All right. He just really feels strongly that he wants to stand up for what he believes in. And there will be, hi Annie, there will be actions taken against him. So will he be impeached again? All right, let's take a look. Will Trump be impeached again? Yeah, he is not okay. He is not okay. He's only thinking about competition. That's all he's thinking about with that 5 of Wands at the bottom of the root of his reading. That's all he can think about is how he's going to create a diversion and how he can get the attention, because that's what he truly craves. Okay. All right. Will Trump be impeached again? Ooh. There's going to be motions for it. Of course, we know that already. There's the cup. There's the offer. I haven't filled in all of the information for the video yet. I won't be doing that until later. A little bit later. All right. Will Trump be impeached again? them told him no. Didn't they tell him no? I'm not sure. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. You guys are the light workers. We're all in this together. Man, I wonder how many times he's actually talked to Pootie in the last 10 days. I wish they could tell us that. I wonder if he calls him and asks him what color underwear to wear. He's really concerned. Okay. Yeah, he's not okay. He's really lost it because he just keeps working to, he thinks, oh, there must be something else. There must be something else I can do. There must be something, some other way for me to work this. He was sad over the last time he was impeached, and he thought he could get through it. That could also be, just like many readers saw, there were more articles than actually what came up. We just thought they were having trouble choosing the top two, There's 3 down, 2 to go. He's trying to rally his base again, still. He's trying to tell them, rally for me, stick up for me, so they won't do it. Still enticing them, still doing it, still acting like a child. Okay, so I asked if he would be impeached, and I'm going to say yes, because, of course, this isn't what he wishes for, but this is what I think the other party is, or the political, the House. So I think this will be an article introduced. They wish, and I think so. But I do think he's going to leave. Oligarch Emlyn Agalarov. All right, we can ask that. The oligarch that landed his plane at Mar-a-Lago, is that supposed to be Trump's getaway plane? The oligarch. I'll have to go back to get his name. Oligarch that landed his plane at Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago. Is that supposed to be Trump's getaway plane? Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Cheer. Okay. I guess he thinks he is large and in charge. I think he's offered it to him if he wants to have that be his way out. It's supposed to be a secret. 5 of Swords. Thank you, Mrs. Still. Wow. This is really ugly. This is really ugly. Right? Wow, look at this, you guys. A lot of major arcana, the Emperor. The death card, the high priestess is all the secrets that are linked together, deception, and winning at all costs and lording it over. It's really ugly. This is terrible. I'm getting goosebumps. It's so bad. Yeah, he's there to help him. It's an offer backed by big money, opportunity, and in the line of defense. So I'm going to say that that's what he came there for. Wow, that's really ugly. This couldn't get any uglier, really. It's bad. There's something really bad about that dude, that oligarch. Thank you, T-Barb. Wow, there is something really awful here. This is really, really bad. I never, thank goodness I saw that question. What a great question. But this is, these ratings today say that he's just doing everything that Putin tells him to do, and that this oligarch is heavily involved with some really bad stuff. I mean, that's bad, right? This is really awful. So, God, that's ugly. Okay, so wow. That's really, really terrible. Okay, so let's just see. Okay. All right, so Prairie asks, will Trump be allowed to travel before the end of his presidency? Excuse me. Okay, thank you, Team Muse. Boy, that was a bad spread. Wow. That's like a splash of cold water in your face. All right, Prairie asks, will Trump be allowed to travel before the end of his presidency? I think he will. I saw a lot of travel cards there. I think he can, because I got the 9 of Pentacles there. Frosty Bean, that's a distinct possibility. Don't feel weird if you're trying to just learn computer stuff. I'm learning new computer stuff all the time, and sometimes it takes quite some time. They're arguing about it. There are some people that say restrict him. Don't let him do this. I think there's going to be a fallout over this. That's a really great question. I don't like the cards we're getting, you guys. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to have to eat some chocolate-covered kava or something. Okay. Tower, Hermit, 2 of Swords. I feel like they've talked to him about this already. But he's pulling out his club. There's that 5 of Swords. He's the planning. I don't know what I'm doing. I think they're telling him that he can't. So another good question, Prairie. I think he's going to want to, but I think they're telling him he can't unless you're leaving. Yeah, so I just think there's our card of the day. You know, I love it when that happens, because we always get really good guidance with our card of the day. Yeah, but Pelosi's over. Well, it could be. She could have already said, look, we're just going to have to just put these rules and restrictions on him, he's going to try. Try something. Probably going to say, I just want to go, golfing for the weekend or something. All right, did someone ask a question that I didn't see? Ms. May. Okay. All right. Let's just take this so that we just take a nice deep breath. Will there actually be a trial? I think they can just bring it up and say it's so, right? Hopefully. All right, let's see if Giuliani gets charged with sedition. Did I say that right? Giuliani. He be brought up on charges. Oh, then I forgot to ask Ms. Reed. All right, so Giuliani, will he be brought? What's 2021 have in store for him? Is he going to be brought up on charges for sedition? Thank you, Ms. Astrid. Giuliani, will he be brought up on charges of sedition? Right? Yep, as soon as next week. All right, we know that he's already in trouble. Yep, and it's because, and he's going to say, oh, I didn't expect him to do that. He's going to say, I didn't think they were going to do that. But they are going to say, you had a hand in this. You told them to be more powerful. You incited them. I don't know why this temperance card is up here. He's still standing okay right now. Then here comes, oh boy, he's going to get called in. There's a couple of people working on this with the Lover's card. 4 of Wands, there's the court. Yeah, Sword of Justice. So I don't know if it'll actually be sedition, but he has a court date coming. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to try to get off on a plea that he wasn't telling them to do what they did. But he has a court date coming. All right, Mystery Achiever wanted to know if Biden and Harris will be sworn in earlier than 12 noon, January 20th, which I didn't know they could do that. Right, the trolls are on this emboldened them. Will Biden and Harris be sworn in earlier than 12 noon on January? I mean, I'm sure there's something they can do about that. We'll see. Yes or no, please. We're almost up to 319 watching. If you can hit that like button, you guys, help me out. Help us out. It helps new people find. There's other people feeling traumatized. They need to find our family. We've all supported each other through this whole entire thing. Will Biden and Harris be sworn in earlier than 12 noon on January? I think that they're really concerned about gatherings. So there's a possibility that yeah, boy, there's some things that tie them, but I think I think they have some fear going on here about uh, the cracker boys, or the cracker people, and what did Jen Lynn call the peanut butter boys? That's what you call. I'll steal that one. I think they're concerned because there could be foolish antics here, so I think they might possibly be considering this. This is so weird. I always get this card around Inauguration Day, but I think it's because of the loss of lives from the virus. I also think that they're very aware of how much a role Pooty is playing in this, whether it was the security hack, that he, it's like the security hack was like, well, it was just like them walking through our Capitol. You know, they walked through the doors of our secure channels and they have information. So I'm thinking they might actually think about this, but their hands are tied. I'm going to say that they're looking at it. I'm going to say they're looking at it. This means they're looking at it. That's what I'm getting. They might want to try to do this before the actual time. I don't get this. I don't know how that could happen, but they are actually looking at that. And or maybe even a change of places. I don't know how they could do that either. But I suppose they could do it if they want. All right. I want to take a look at, I just want to ask another question about Inauguration Day. What should we expect on that day? Will Biden be inaugurated and Biden and Harris be inaugurated and it goes through fine? Delilah, that would definitely cause a problem, wouldn't it? Yeah, what should be expected on Inauguration Day? There's something bad about that oligarch. There's something really bad about him, the connection to him and Trump, something bad. Inauguration Day. And what's with DeVos and Chow? You know, it's not like they're on their way out in the first place. Second, is that just so they won't have to vote on articles of impeachment? Or what is that? What is this sheepish stunt? What is this stunt they're pulling? Thank you, Mrs. Stowe. That's very kind of you. The lover's card. Deals. Who's working with who? The challenge is to get to some of these groups and cut off the root of where they come from, the parlor, and they that's the challenge, is the strength card. How to get in there and muzzle that lion. The money and the GOP. Okay, at least we have this over here on the left. There'll be some laws and legislation that are happening. So there'll be a bunch of announcements about movements within law. Well, there's the people who protest. Yep, we have to pray for Biden and Harris, and as well as the USA. So there's definitely some big problem. Oh boy, I got that high priestess again. Okay, I hope I'm just being nervous, Nelly. All right, so something will be moved. Something will be changed, something will be moved. Of that we can be certain. Well, this is, a call to arms to defend the place and what's going on. So I don't feel as bad when I see that. This is a call to arms. Okay. So I feel better. Okay. And I will be back Saturday or Sunday, whichever one. I actually get to see my granddaughter. That second strand, or that virus, is spreading in Florida. It's in a few other states too. And they actually closed some of our testing places. Well, they didn't close them. They converted them into giving the vaccines. So they're not even, we had our highest rate in Florida since the pandemic began yesterday. 19,000, almost 20,000 people tested positive yesterday. All right, let's see what you and I need to know. And if you have any more questions, you can add them onto the community page that I put up today with the Three of Swords. And I'll take from your questions there for tomorrow or Sunday. I have to be outside when I see my granddaughter. All right, let's see. What do you and I need to know? Thank you, Jay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Prairie Girl. I'm sure you're tired out. I can't even, you've had to deal with everyone's readings, right? Ooh. Okay, so that flew out. So the marches, the protests, the plans are going forward, just like they were emboldened to get on even my channel, right? Goodness gracious. All right. Into the future, that would be a great idea. He needs to be in solitary. All right. And Twitter needs to suspend his account until he's done with the presidency, like Facebook did. What do you and I need to know? I meant to say Larry Girl. Why? What did I say, Perry? Oh, well. There you go. Fast and Furious. Troll catcher. Oh, thank you, Grandma Nan. What do you and I need to know? We can't see. Two of Swords. There's still underlying unrest. That underlying unrest. that we can't really see. We want to pretend that everything's going to be okay. And we did look, and it will, but they're not giving up. And we already know this. Use your intuition, do your self-protection, do your white lighting. Okay, and I think this is just really confirmation about the virus numbers. So we saw that the hospitals are in a critical, catastrophic situation, where they're rationing oxygen, and it's really bad. So we have to think of ways to do better for ourselves, protect ourselves. We're going to hear more about Pooty's involvement, which, all right, so make your gratitude list, do your vision boards. I certainly did mine. I'm still working on it. I keep tweaking it. Look forward to the new administration. Don't let your imagination go crazy. Do some spiritual study. The end is coming. Wow. There's going to be a lot of death, you guys. Whenever I get a couple of these cards together, then it isn't good. But a new day is dawning. We're going to be okay. I think it's going to take us a good 6 months to get out of this hole with the virus, and we have victory. It's on the bottom here. We're hoping for change with the death card here. So a new beginning, and this is like starting a new spiritual routine, learning something new, watching your feelings. You made your first vision board. Congratulations. That's awesome. Oh, did we hit 4,000 deaths yesterday? Okay. Wow. Okay. Lori, you can just go to the YouTube person that you like, go on their channel and click over to community page. I'm not sure how it works on phones, but you can do it on laptops. Okay. All right, you guys. So I have readings this afternoon, and then I get to see my granddaughter. Thank you so more than 4,000. Oh my God. All right. I'm going to try to I will attach the vision board video that I did, the vision board of crystal, to the end of this video in a few minutes, in case any of you want to see it and you haven't started yours. And thank you so much, Jay, Sherry, Larry Girl, T-Barb, Mystery Achiever, Perry. Thank you guys so much. All right, take care. I'll see you tomorrow at noon or Sunday at noon, as soon as I know what my schedule is like, a little bit better. All right, take care. Lift each other up. I know you'll be watching some of the other readers, and I'll see you there in the chats. Okay.